descend, oh, today God will descend here. Nigerian women will not cry in vain. Nigerian women will not cry in vain. This thing will end today. My sisters, if your child lost, will you stay and keep quiet? Will you people stay and keep quiet? The president now is calling you, come, I want to help you. You don't want to appear. Will you agree? No. Now the first lady is calling you, come, I want to help you. Come to find your child, your missing child. Will you keep quiet? No. Child, there is God, oh. There is God, oh. The bloods we are sharing, there is God, oh. There is God, oh. There is God, oh. There is God, oh.
So I have a caller, and thank you so much for your patience. Are you still there?
Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Mr. Mayego.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon.
And good afternoon to you.
Yeah, it's been a while, and I'm happy to even speak to you this afternoon. I've been trying your number several times, but I do watch your program every day.
Baba, thank you very much. I'm glad you made it
your
tonight.
Program is a therapy to me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Thank you.
My name is Temitope Kalejaye, calling from Calgary, Canada.
Temitope Kalejaye. I remember
Kalejaye.
that.
Yeah. So, Mayego, you are the best. No, I don't have much to say, but the situation in the country right now is a very terrible thing.
It is.
I'm not, every day of my life, I'm not happy with the situation. I can't go home. I'm scared to even go home now because I know my name is on the list. Because I posted your program every day. Every time I will post it on Facebook, post it on Instagram. Share it everywhere. So the situation right now in zoo country is terrible. It's terrible, and it's getting worse every day.
Yeah, that's what makes us. That's actually gets us worried. Okay, these things are happening, and you can't talk about them. If you talk about them, you can lose your life. And hello,
exactly.
Who is ever going to keep quiet in such situation and pretend? Really?
I can't. In fact, Mayego, Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè á gbà wá yọ. Kóníkálùkù máa lọ, kóníkálùkù máa bá tiẹ̀ lọ. Ká lọ kí tension lọlẹ̀. Mo ní property ńlé mi ò lè lọ. Mi ò lè ẹ̀rù ń bà mí. Àwọn family mi wà ńlé mi ò lè lọ. So it's a very terrible situation. Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè á gbà wá bàbá mi.
That one has its own, sort of mental, pressure that it carries. Not because you can't afford to go. Not because there's any other thing more than you just want to say, would I be careful enough? Would I do, all that stuff? And people don't know. This is a part of actual, is gone are the days, Baba. Gone are the days when people always feel like, December is coming. I already bought my ticket since May. I can't wait.
Yeah.
These days, people don't talk about that anymore. And some people don't know that that same Nigeria that pushed us to this stage is actually going to get worse. They have no idea. They don't. Thank you so much. I think I lost the call, by the way, but the message is already delivered as much as we all heard him loud and clear. So meanwhile, before I take another call, okay, if you are still watching on Facebook and YouTube and you haven't really dropped your offerings, which is like that video, or subscribe if you haven't already, okay? Subscribe and check your notification and make sure that it's set on. These are the ways you would never miss anything, Mayegun. Hello there.
Hey, Mayegun General.
Yes, sir. How are you?
How are you?
I'm
all
very
right.
well.
I'm all right.
Is that Ken?
Yeah, today it's like you remember my name so much.
What do you mean? I always take my time because most of the time I've got different voices that are always in my head, right? So sometimes to quickly put it in the data, like computer, which voice is this? Impatiently, I may say a different name, but come on. I know
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's good. It's good.
So I remember you. I do. How are you?
Yeah, good. I'm fine.
Beautiful.
It's always interesting listening. Yeah, it's always interesting. Some of these things, to be honest with you, it's not academic prowess or academic context. It's actually a gift.
Right.
There is this gift of articulation. People don't understand. It's a grace to be able to articulate and make something out of what every other person just overlook. So I thank God
and
for
I think
that
it's practice as well. Makes perfect. Please don't go and watch my don't ever watch my 7 years, 8 years videos ago. Please don't ever look for them. Okay, you'll probably be like,
it's a normal thing. The more that's how life is. We get
so
better
practice makes
every day
perfect.
of our life.
But thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. You see, one thing is very interesting when I listen and when we see, like I said the last time.
Yes.
Nigeria will provide you what to say.
Yes.
You can never get exhausted of saying something about Nigeria.
That's why I told people never to make me a mono person. I'm somebody who is always everywhere. And I can make a conversation out of just anything and everything. So if I begin to turn up here every evening, saying the same thing and again, now I go say, Mayegun, wait, I beg, you know what? Can you give us something, and that would be so embarrassing. So I can't be mono, but Baba, at the dig, I'm with you.
Yeah. I will really appreciate that.
Thank you.
It's very interesting when we look at Wike today shouting injustice.
Mm-hmm.
When we look at Wike shouting, what is the benefit of the South? What is the benefit of the River State? Nigeria has a way of giving it to whoever that stands to shout one Nigeria at the end. No matter how you try to do it, when the time comes, the owners of Nigeria from the north will tell you that, hey, we understand what we are doing.
They will put you in your place.
This Wike that is shouting whatever they agreed in their southern government. It's a Wike. He went to Anambra State in the old home of
Peter Obi.
He was bold enough because of politics to demean the man in his own state where he has been a governor, telling them that he has no political value. They don't need to waste their vote.
He can never win. That's what he said. He said, you know, he cannot win. Do you think he can win? And people there were saying, no, he can't win. He can't win. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, that is the point. You see, the same week during the EndSARS, he supervised the killing of only God knows how many people they killed in Obigbo. The same week who was doing that or who did that on the platform or on the condition that we are all one Nigeria. This country, we shouldn't split it or not. You did all that with defense of the Northerners. That's what he said.
Yes.
That they went to where the Northerners have a community in the River State and burn whatever, and it can cause ethnic war and all that. That was one of these reasons of
gave for attacking Igbo. I remember.
People. The same week is coming back now to shout, what is the benefit of the South? It's very interesting, my brother. It's very, very interesting. You see, let me conclude with this. One tragedy of a black man, not only Nigerians, I have discovered one tragedy of a black man is that idea of indifference. Being indifferent to the pain of another black person. Because when we are indifferent, just like Martin said, they came for the Jews. I feel indifferent. They came for this and that and blah, blah, blah. You know, at the end of the day, they came for him. Nobody was there to speak.
Nobody was there.
So that is our problem. When this stupid Boko Haram thing started in the north, some of us in the south started shouting.
We were the loudest.
A friend that told me,
Southerners were the loudest.
Let them kill them. After all, they killed us during Biafra. I'm an Igbo man. But evil is evil. Because my people used to say, onye hụrụ ọkụkọ ebe ọ na-azọ nshi na ọ chụpụ ya maka na onwe onye ma onye ga-atọ ụkwụ ya. That means when you see a fowl stepping on shit, you need to pursue the fowl because nobody knows who will eventually eat the leg of the fowl. So these are the problems. When these people shouting Emilokon now, shouting Obi, shouting Atiku, the problem is the crumb they are receiving have made them to become indifferent to the general affliction of the people. And that has made them, everybody wants to become an empire of his own or an institution where every other person will be worshipping.
Yes.
For some of us now that are shouting, break this thing up and let everybody benefit becomes
the people from the outside the box, and therefore we are called outsiders. So one thing, all of us asking them to break it up, the people who are tearing themselves apart, even though they are different, right? For one Nigeria, on that they are united, that anybody who is asking us to break deserves to be killed. That's a sad reality.
That's it. Do you know why I say this is indifferent of a black man? I had a co-worker. I live in the States. I had a co-worker who came from Ghana and who is a pastor for that matter. You know, he said something that made me, I look at black people, I said, we have a big problem. I was complaining what is going on in Africa, how backward we are, despite all the blessings God has given to us. You know, he doesn't like that line of discussion.
Right.
You know, one day, we got discussing this. You know what he said?
What did he say?
He said, you know what? Yes, actually, what you're saying is correct. But at times, God gives us opportunity. And I said, what's the opportunity? He said, God has given you opportunity to come outside here to walk, that I can actually decide what I want to be tomorrow. I said, like. He said, of course. I can make my children go to better school. They can become whatever they want to be here. I can be comfortable.
You don't have to worry about all that headache because there's nothing you can do about it.
Everything he was saying centers on my family. I look at myself, that is our problem as black people. Do you think that if the problem I have is only to take care of my children, I will be still working today and be struggling to? You think that is my problem? That is the problem we have. When you are so narrowly minded in your thinking, the same thing has breeded insecurity in Nigeria. What do you expect, for example, a graduate, even non-graduate, walking the street, struggling, doing everything, at the end of the day, he just got peanuts as a pay. And the same person will see somebody he knows very well that is doing nothing, only an assistant to a governor or whatever they call them,
or to a chairman.
And he see a political talk. He see a
living
kidnapper
better life than
running
him.
the street with expensive cars, police escorting them, building mansions. What do you expect that person on a normal
and that abound everywhere? You see the poverty here, and you see the wastage and the old wastage on the other hand. I mean,
my brother, let truth be said. These are the catalysts that are catalyzing insecurity. Insecurity and poverty is one and the same. When people are so much backward academically, backward
selfish,
financially, backward when it comes to infrastructure, the thing you will have is the situation you have in Nigeria today. But sadly, instead of everybody to join hand and say, hey, you know what, we can't continue like this.
We need to reduce
the
this.
People prefer to become empire. I will conclude with this in a minute.
Yeah.
I listened to Tom Polo, who was once a militant.
Yes.
He was struggling, according to them, for resource control or whatever the reason.
That was their excuse.
Now, you that was struggling on account of your people are being marginalized, this blah, blah, blah. The same you now, because you have now joined the league of the cabal, they have now introduced into that elite circle and give you money. You're not coming back to tell us the reason why we need to now defend the same process that are making us impoverished. But don't you see that the problem is indifference of the people? Because if
greed.
Everybody is not this indifference, bro, we all will break it. But I give you assurance, 2023, Obasanjo have made the prophecy. It will be a breaking point or a rebirth of Nigeria. But I don't want Nigeria to rebirth, because you can never rebirth Nigeria to be a Nigeria of our dream. We can't
make any changes until we break it up and everybody continue their way.
No matter how bad Biafra becomes or when it comes, no matter how corrupt, some people have put up arguments. It's the same people. I said, even if this politician today becomes the leaders of Biafra, my brother, they cannot be as bad as they are in Nigeria, because Nigeria gave them a platform. And
it's like a blank check. They could do whatever they want and unquestionable.
So I will leave it there.
God bless you. God bless you, my man. Ken, I'm going to take another one, and you're such a darling. I don't know if that's the right word men should use. I mean, man should use to another man. But what that means is that you always kind of melt our hearts here with your line of thought, points you raise, and the way, the areas you always take the conversation to. Guess what? You have a way with words on how to get people thinking. So saying that I'm doing fine, I'm saying back to you that probably I've got good guys like yourself around me to keep me on the edge. Okay, so thank you. Ken, stay safe.
Thank you.
You have a good one, sir. So that is Ken, and I have another caller on the line. Hello there.
Hello, my
hello, sir. Sorry, Taluzoro. Musbao. My brother, Alpha. Gbogbo àwọn tí Ọ̀tà ni ná.
No, Èkó.
Side Boleko.
Èkó ni mo. Ní side mainland.
Well, àwọn tí mainland ńkọ́. Musbao.
Gbogbo wọn wá jàre wáyé.
Nice one. So you are with us this evening. So good to hear from you, Baba.
Loud
and clear. Everybody can hear you over there. Okay. That's true.
So
my brother.
Mayegun o, ma bá ṣe rẹ̀ lọ. Mayegun o, ma bá ṣe rẹ̀ lọ. Iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ máa tẹ̀ wá lọ. Mayegun o, ma bá ṣe rẹ̀ lọ.
Musbao, kò ní bàjẹ́, my brother.
Àwọn olórí búkú ẹ̀ fún wọn lẹ̀ ṣe rí ìyá tó máa jẹ oyè ìyá tó máa jẹ òun ló ń porí ọmọ porí tó máa jẹ kó kódà kó wọnú airplane ó máa jẹ kó yẹn.
Àpàdà bọ́lẹ̀ ń bẹ̀
so bó ṣe rí àpàdà bọ́lẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ ó máa jẹ kó yẹn. so ṣé gbogbo àdúgbò ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ̀ sọ fún wọn ó yẹ kí tí wọ́n ti ṣí ó yẹ kọ́kọ́ wọn ti ṣí ó yẹ kójú wọn ti là ibùdó kẹ́ máa sọ fún wọn gan.
bàbá kí ni nǹkan tí mo sọ sí ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́jọ́ tẹ́ ń wò mí yìí tẹ́ ẹ̀ lè relate pẹ̀lú kí ni gbogbo tí mo sọ lọ́tọ́ látẹ̀kọ́ yẹn tí majority wa ò lè relate pẹ̀lú one way or the other and say ọmọ mo relate pẹ̀lú nǹkan tí Mayegun sọ yẹn ṣá ọmọ òótọ́ ni ṣá damn ọmọ like normal èwo ní èlé níbo lè relate pẹ̀lú for real Musbao.
kò sí rárá kò sí ibùdó gan tí adití tó bá gbọ́ àbí tí òye bá gbọ́ ọmọ ó máa mọ̀ pé òdodo lẹ́nu yìí sọ.
wá tiẹ̀ lè jókòó wá tiẹ̀ rò pé ok ọmọ òótọ́ dẹ̀ ni o. I mean, ewo ló wá fàjà láàrin ẹ̀ tí ò bá ń ṣe pé àwọn oníjẹkújẹ dàbí mo ṣe dà.
Jẹkújẹ ni dàbí mo ṣe dà ẹ mọ́ta rẹ nìkan but ẹ̀yin sábà continue ṣẹ́yìn lọ ẹ máa bá ṣẹ́yìn lọ because even though gan kọ́ máa sọ fún yín ọgbẹ́ máa mọ̀ pé yes this APC government wọ́n ti bà everything jẹ́ oye wèrè èèyàn ló máa lọ́kùn bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
Musbao ká sọ̀tọ̀ fúnra ra wa bí ṣebí Nàìjíríà lẹ́yìn wà. Our the monitor láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ every now and then. Okay, with the failure of APC, ṣó yẹ kí anybody ọmọ APC kankan anywhere ṣó yẹ kó feel offended pé àwọn èèyàn criticize APC for real o like any normal person ṣó yẹ kó feel offended. àwọn ló tún attack anybody. Where's your father? Bàbá ẹ̀ ńkọ́ ta ni bàbá ẹ̀ ṣebí torí pé wọ́n ní shame ni níbi tó bàlú yẹn jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. But like you said
ó yẹ kó máa fọwọ́ bojú rìn bí tó ti bá kọjá kó yẹ kó tẹ̀ yẹ kó sọ pé ọtí ẹ̀fẹ́ lẹ́nu láti sọ níta ìpè àwọn tó ti bẹ́ẹ̀.
ẹni tó lójú lójú ń tì lọ́rọ̀ ẹni tó lójú lójú ń tì àwọn ò ní ojú tó ń tì bọ̀ síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ àníyé sọ Musbao my brother thank you so much. God bless you. I appreciate you. Nice one, eh? Koni, nice evening, eh? So that's Musbao coming in to come and give me some level of moral boosting. Eh? Mayegun, let them abuse you. There's nothing you have said that they cannot relate with for real. But, they will soon realize all this and eventually probably I won't even be there to cuddle them or console them when these whole things start coming back. Hello there.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Oh, good evening to you, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. Good evening. This is my first time calling.
Oh, brilliant. We have a way we welcome first-time callers. So if it's not going to be too loud in your ears, right? Hear this.
Okay.
So, your name, sir?
Yeah, my name is Henry, calling from Ogun State, Nigeria.
Oh, Henry. You remember, were you on when I was repeating Henry? You, Henry. Were you watching that?
No, I was not watching.
Oh, you were not. It would have been so weird, right? Because you just sit down there like, why is he mentioning my name? God knows how many Henrys watching right now. So, Henry.
Oh, that's true.
How are you?
Well, I'm fine. I love the job you've been doing.
Oh, thank you.
This is not the first time I've been listening. I tell people, come on, listen and just hear the truth. You understand?
And do whatever you like with it. Nobody's going to force you to say this. Or, just listen and then do your own research and make of the whole thing whatever
your
own
want. Decision. Yeah. Now, the problem is that they've refused to tell us the history, and which is what we are learning. Anytime I tune in, I hear this, I say, wow, other things are happening, and nobody informed us about all this. When I also listen to Nnamdi Kanu, I say, wow, are all these things happening? I say, Jesus. That means these guys, they've covered all these things from us. We don't know.
Way back.
So we're finding out all... Way back.
No, they wanted you to see the parts. Me, Baba, one thing, when I first started, right?
Okay.
Everything I was saying, everything I was writing, I don't know how long you have been probably following Mayegun's Diary Political. Guess what? Many people were following.
I think it's close to a year.
Is it a year now? Oh, you see, before video, before live video like this, all I used to do back then was to, I used to post my thoughts. Okay, I would just wake up, and I was a very good writer, not a good English writer. I'm also good in English, all this stuff. Okay, but if I write with all the punctuation, the mark, and all of that stuff, you will love it. Okay, forget about the grammar. I could commit to, I committed all this grammar. I don't care. Or you both know if you write Yoruba, even if it teaches, even if you train as a Yoruba.
Thing now, they can't.
So back then, back then, people would tell me, and they would say, you need to be very, very careful. Your future is so important. What is all this nonsense? You just, every time you talk, you disrespect these people and all of that. Here you get.
So, let them go to hell. Let them go to hell.
No, I mean, they were like, the usual thing. They would say, your future is important. Why don't you care about your future? And waiting then send you go abroad, go do be that, and the rest and all of that stuff. Here you get. Now, I never listened. I just do my thing. Whatever happens, let it happen. And the rest of that, okay? So when he now got to a stage, here you get. When he now got to a stage, people now got used to me. They now feel like, I mean, if this guy is abusing anybody, let's be honest, it's not abusing me. He's abusing politicians. He's mentioning their names. He's mentioning what they did. And he's abusing them. So if you say he's disrespecting people, hey, Mo, be honest, is disrespecting people we know that don't deserve our respect, even if they are older.
Yeah, they don't deserve our respect,
even if they are older. They don't. So today,
they don't, because they've messed up this country.
Here you get. Today, many, many people like myself are now springing up everywhere, saying it exactly what it is like.
Yes. And that's the message I've been preaching. I keep telling people, this country, it can't work. There is nothing we could do. It can't just work. Because if you look at the North doesn't like the East. If you look at the East, they're against the North. So whatever they've concluded or whatever they've done behind us,
and Nigeria is doing everything right now. Baba, Nigeria is doing everything right now to ensure that the Yorubas and Igbos, no matter how much we said Nigeria has been in the last 62 years, okay, there is no record where Yoruba versus Igbos started fighting and killing themselves. But you see, this time, they want to ensure of that. And we are saying, Baba, we are saying, instead of putting us through all this trauma, why don't we just...
Let's go out separate ways.
I mean, even, see, separate way, they fear them. Sometimes I like to make it easier.
They fear them,
Baba, I like to make it easier. If I said, listen, why don't you let's have a national conversation, okay? Where those who wants to still be part of Nigeria, whether they are Igbos, Yoruba, and Yoruba, you know what I mean? Let's ask them. Let everybody come out. Abi, APC, they want to rule Nigeria. Abi. PDP want to rule Nigeria. Even Labour want to rule Nigeria. Okay, fine.
Yes, they all want to rule Nigeria.
All of these numbers, put them together. Let them decide and be part of those who don't want to be part of Nigeria. If they win, then we can set a new rule and say, okay, Yoruba, so this is the conditions that Yoruba signed up for to be part of Nigeria. This is the conditions the Igbo signed up for to continue to be part of Nigeria.
Signed up for this Nigeria.
The Middle Beltans, this is the condition. Why are they afraid of that?
they are afraid because when this happens, whatever they are talking from Nigeria will all stop. So they won't allow this to happen.
So now gamble where they don't want play. They don't want risk camp.
Nah, gamble. They dare not play that gamble. If they play that gamble, that's the end.
You know one thing. Those who are PDP, APC, and the Labour and the rest of them, they will boldly tell you, Nigeria doesn't have to break. Nobody is interested in breaking up of Nigeria for now. We just need a good leader. We just need good leadership. They boldly say that. But again, they are all afraid. They are all afraid to even say, "Oh yeah, we will do referendum self. Oh yeah, we versus those who won't leave." Because nobody trusts anybody. If they give you a chance to decide to choose between Nigeria and choose between Nigeria, Biafra, Nigeria, Yoruba nation, even Arewa Republic, sir, Arewa Republic, if they say they should choose between Arewa and Nigeria, their leaders will be shocked that they will vote for Arewa.
Yes, they will. Away. They will.
So nobody will
they will because nobody. Baba, I beg, let me allow others calling. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, you have a good evening.
I'm so happy that. And you too, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you too. I'm happy. You can see it on your screen. I'm actually smiling because when I speak to people from home, it's a different thing. You know what? You can easily.
It's a total different thing.
Exactly. You can easily tell and say, Mayegun. Honestly speaking, you are saying the truth because you are talking from the angle where I have presented, which is to put you in the picture.
Just wait. I'm in Ogun State currently.
Yeah.
I'm looking out from my window.
Right.
Everywhere is totally dark. There is no light. It's either you're on generator or you have a solar panel that is powering your house. So if I come out like this, I say, come on, what kind of country is this? I look at everywhere is just pure dark.
You get
apart from those few.
And before you go to bed, Baba, imagine, before you now go to bed, before you say good night to us now. So imagine for a second, right? After there's no light.
Okay.
Possibly you have money, whether you are using an inverter yourself or what is it called? I mean, what is it called? Solar or a generator.
I had to run a generator for some hours. After that, I switched over to solar. To make us okay, let's sleep without as you said, mosquito
for a second, right?
Okay.
Look at this.
Okay.
This is what you're going to, this is your takeaway now. This is your takeaway, okay? For a second. Now imagine after going through all that stress, you know what is going on.
Wow.
Now you now come on social media, and you are using the last battery after charging your phone, everything, and you spend like 1 hour calling Mayegun a liar. But you know there is darkness outside. You know you use your generator first, then your solar. Baba, people do that to me. People do that to me on this platform. They are here calling me names, right? But when they look outside, darkness.
Baba, I can take pictures. I'm looking at from my upstairs. I'm looking at everywhere.
So what we go call that one? If you call that one mental ornament,
they are crazy. There's something wrong with their brain.
Baba,
I'm telling you the truth.
I hope I'm lucky next time.
They need to go for a checkup.
I know. I hope I'm lucky to have you next time.
I'm serious because when I listen to you, I say, those people calling you names. This one I'm looking at from here. Everywhere is dark. From left to right. Everywhere is black.
But Mayegun is the enemy. No, Mayegun is your enemy. This guy wants Nigeria to spoil. This country, our leaders are trying. But this Mayegun is our enemy. That's why I asked, right? That's why I asked that, Papa, after spending your money on generator, charge a little bit, then switch to your environment, to your solar, right? Then you see Mayegun, you say, again. Let me come. Shut up your mouth. You are enemy of Nigeria. Our leaders are trying. But what you go call down if you find out that people are doing that? Don't be crazy.
No. Serious. When I listen to you, I say, who are these people talking this? I kind of wonder, God. When I drive out, I see people suffering. I see people going through hell. I say,
living in denial.
The roads are bad. No, I'm telling you, if you come to Ogun State, you will cry for Ogun State. I'm telling you, the roads are all bad.
Yeah, and finally, right? Let's even we've seen the limitation. Okay, now I told people, I said, normal. If this is
hello.
Insecurity is not this bad. But let's look at other things they are doing to us that people like me found out when I left Nigeria. And I'm like, there are people, hardworking guys, who did everything. They invested so much in themselves, trained themselves on so many things, right? They work hard for their money. But when that money gets into your hand, it becomes valueless. Listen to this. You are, let's say, a software engineer. I'm happy that these days people are trying to get their own sort of a gig from outside Nigeria so they get paid in hard currencies and all that. Okay. Now, you are a website developer, a technological engineer, and all that in Nigeria, right? And you don't have means of cutting your teeth. Okay. So you ended up in the hands of what do you call it? You get paid. Now, when that your naira is paid to you, let's say you have a job where you get paid 500,000 naira. So somebody who is a young person in Nigeria earning 500,000 naira, that's a lot of money to him. Wow, that's some good pay. But it's worthless. The economy is rigged. The money is valueless, or let's say devalued. Now, somebody in the UK who is a software developer, engineer, like that, he will tell you, I have to I rake in minimally every month £5,000. Now, £5,000 is, put it this way, you are a trained IT person from Nigeria. Very good, smart guy, creative, ambitious, very, very good. There's somebody who is also like yourself in the UK. Now, they pay you 500,000 naira, good money, because minimum wage in Nigeria is 30,000 naira. Now, they pay you. Oh, sorry about that, Sorry. If the sound is acting up, okay? I hope it's back. I was using an analogy, the analogy of hardworking people in Nigeria, young people especially. Young people who invest in themselves, right? They invest so much in themselves. They invest in their own training, in their education development, not because Nigeria gave them much opportunity. Now, you are in Nigeria. You are a tech developer, okay? A tech developer who earns like 500,000 naira in Nigeria. Meanwhile, in Nigeria standard, that's a lot of money. But it's actually nothing. It's no money at the end of the day, because politicians have devalued, their corruption, their incompetence, and every other thing that they have done to bring you down as a people and limit your opportunities in Nigeria. So that 500,000 naira is valueless, because for that same position, possibly for that same job, for somebody who is of your age, who lives, let's say in the UK, he or she will likely tell you, oh, I make 5 grand, I make 10 grand. Now, don't let us put it that high, okay? Let's say an ordinary tech person, or a tech trained person in the UK, like yourself in Nigeria, right, rakes in 5,000 or 4,000 pounds in a month before tax, 3,500 pounds after tax. Put it that way, or let's say 3,000 pounds after tax. Now, 3,000 pounds in your money in Nigeria, when you begin to change that, that's about 2.5 million naira. Now, put it this way, limited opportunity. What they are doing and how what they are doing is affecting you as a person. Why you can't really live a standard life. Why you can't buy a new car, a brand new car, live in a decent house. Even with your 500,000 naira, SARS will still be chasing you. You still have to be so careful of the policemen who are going to be worried that you are a Yahoo boy and all that stuff, okay? And immediately they identify you as a Yahoo boy. Even other young people around you who are the victims of the poverty created as well will agree you are likely a Yahoo boy. But somebody of your age, of the same knowledge like you, but of different climb, is progressing. She's progressing steadily, advancing, and making enough money to further retrain themselves to get better, while you have to battle the characters around you, the government officials around you, this entire system that is put together against you. And before you know it, in 5 years, your peer who lives in a different clime with no bottlenecks like what Nigeria is to you, she's gone enough to probably start her own firm. Now she's talking about millions, investment from investors who are going to invest in his or her ideas. You are still in Nigeria, right? Looking for who is going to, when is PDP going to need a website developer? When they will need somebody to come and do a formatting for them in a cafe, internet cafe. When they will need somebody to come and install new new desktop in the office, in a place. So that's how Nigeria affects you. And that's something that people like us found out when we left Nigeria. We realized that when you leave Nigeria, things you pray for. Father Lord, I'm going home tonight. God, I want to get home, and I just pray that there's light. Father Lord, let there be light when I get home tonight, God. Because I'm so tired, man. I need that light. And I mean, God, dear Father Lord, let there not be any traffic on our way home tonight. Oh, Father Lord, please make sure that the mosquitoes are on strike tonight. Oh, Father Lord, please, I pray that, the buses we will not have to tear ourselves up to get the mass bus this morning. And all those things you pray for, Father Lord, I pray that my boss will love me. God, I pray so that my God will, my boss will love me. My boss will cherish me. I pray that those things you won't have to pray for them. Nigeria made you to be in that state of mind. So if I then call out the criminals who have done that to you, you should be my friend. No matter what lie they've told you or the ones you've told yourselves to make yourselves feel better, you should be my friend. I should be your best friend. But the reverse is the case, and I don't care. I will never stop talking. Hello there.
Hello, my God.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Yeah, the sorry, boo. Do you know that thing when someone tell you like,
tell me,
oh yes, sir, on the low,
you see,
don't
I get this photographic memo. I've not heard from you for the past 2 months, right? Or immediately you came on, that's 1 million gigabytes in there. Quickly discovered the linked your voice with the ones in the stock, and I got it right the first time. How are you?
Got her. Like, I mean, you already know what's up, bro. Like, you know, lè parọ́ fúnra wa Nàìjíríà ti sórí. You know, I'm so sorry that I was consistent, like, but
did you travel?
I just be on, you know, I'll be forex trader
like that.
On the low, you know, on the forex thing, you are the trade, like, I swear to God Almighty who made you and I have to be on the market. So, you know, it's always, you know, you already know what's up. But on top of this Nigeria matter, I'm
now
still on it. We are not going back.
Now, go on, Baba.
You Vanessa, kilo day. Man. I don't know about the other topics, what you might have discussed about. I trust you. You are always current.
We were just reminding our people that a few weeks ago, right? It was a Milokon everywhere. And so many people decided to own it because it's a Yoruba word. Now, so you get,
yeah.
Now, Atiku just came out to remind the North that the Northerners need a trusted Northerner. But the one that is Julius Baja, bridge builder, which Atiku is a qualified candidate. So as we speak, he also told them just today, said the Northerners don't need Igbo president or Yoruba president. They need a Northern president who can build bridges across Nigeria. Now, so Unifier should the Julius Baja
Divider. Look, imagine this kind of motherfucking stupid, idiotic statement.
It is what
when we already know. Idiotic. Sure, our people, don't they put some, I don't know how to say, like, they need to put some kind of like any mask in front of your face and cover it. They are so stupid that they can't even identify their stupidness.
And
they are
they
so
use the same old format. You know what they pay me? Is that I mean, it's not hard though. Now the same old formats. And this same old formats of we will do this for you. Don't worry, we'll do that. Oh, we're gonna do this. Oh, we're gonna give you that. That same old format, Baba. 23 years, You see the work.
Bro, now
people see the queue.
Now
they see they listen to Ramo.
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah.
I'm worried.
Yeah, stupid people can still listen to that. I'm so sick and tired of that. So now think about it. That this same person, I don't want to talk about PDP or politics, but let's go deep into it though. I mean, if you can't think about this same man, Atiku, who is claiming to be a unifier, who is claiming to be a restructurer.
Baba, no. Everywhere where you go, it burn them down.
Thank you.
As it be so,
Thank you.
After he got the ticket, it can't be like say Baba can't carry fire blazer everywhere born now. PDP nowhere, and you know it. We all know it. So unify at the
Border fire.
Only
fire. So now the idiot, how you go come claim, tell us like how you should be not president candidate, not DG, not and all. And these were the things what we can, even though in his own whatever, like you know, but all she try best here. Even though they are all stupid idiots.
Made them hold themselves for jugula like that. You see me, as it be so, they say there is no time for peace, and there is no peace for the wicked. Sure you get. As it be, any small thing now violence here and there. So here and there, left and right.
Yeah.
So as it be, when Atiku, Tifnumbu, or maybe now obedient to they shock them. Even if now obedient, they shock for a year, we'll report them. Because last, our prayer is to make sure that by the time they will release their hand from their necks, they will be too tired to want to keep Nigeria, this one, together and continue that same way.
That's what we are pushing for.
It's the matter of time.
Let this same thing towards the Sevu, Afa, Wakalu, Efomwe, Sidle. The big judge, you know, is your own same judge who discharged this guy. Okay, he was not acquitted, but no one way or the other. Like the same thing,
discharge.
Yes, sir.
Yashiba is so discharge. Kilonje discharge. If what you want to get discharge to keep winning. Toba discharge me. John keep we padani. Obi to discharge.
They keep me. You saw that day. Pẹ̀lú ògo Ọlọ́run.
Bó jẹ́ òmìnira ti bí náà ni tó bá discharge ṣó lè pé padà ni.
Láíláí.
Kóòtù ní discharge. Ẹni ẹ̀ ó díẹ̀. Ṣé kò ti contrary? Discharge. Tó bá discharge yan l'hospital. Ṣé ti máa mú sí yàrá mi ni tó máa ló kó acquitted.
Láíláí.
Ibi tí wàhálà ti máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn. Bọ̀ kọ́ máa ṣe lọ o. À ń kà o.
Yes. You know, I mean, for me personally, Nigeria, you know, like, I don't go more for around, divide this thing. I say, so restructuring more. Restructuring can't work. Give us our nation, Biafra nation, and Tuoba Feo. Listen to my words carefully. Tuoba Feo, Arewa, Tuoba Fe, Awolumo.
Oh, Mom, I'm so happy you mentioned that. I'm so happy you mentioned that thing now, right now, because usually, yeah.
Last one among them.
Baba, usually
they are also agitated.
And now,
like
you know, okay.
Youth.
Like I said, I don't know, maybe you joined us late from the start. Yeah, there was this who asked a question from Atiku. In that question, he said, "I am asking you this question as a northerner, not as a Nigerian, because all we have been hearing is Yoruba nation, Igbo nation. Me as a northerner, he didn't say Arewa nation, but he's saying that I'm asking you that do you really think I can still feel like a Nigerian in this Nigeria when we all know that everybody doesn't take their own space? Make I play you that video quickly before we wrap it up.
Yes, sir. Do it.
Listen, yeah, listen. Just oh, hang on. I think. Sadly, I've put that off. But however, that was the question. So they are already in their own mind too. Know that it is a matter of time. Everybody will still have to go. Now, these politicians who won't lead, now them they force us together. But for how long? For how long do they think they can hold everybody together under this arrangement? How long?
But I mean, Queen is a cool guy. Queen is a cool.
Alaja, Atiku, Prince is Wale. What's the next step of action? Let's be real to ourselves. Like, Nigeria can never work. Google our pipeline. Apart Google GPT, Yankee, United States of America, came out with the procedures, with the words, and they came out plain and clean. If it's not dependently, so now we depend on oil. Now they came out on Arise TV. It was made public. Rufai. Also, please make it and put it on the public domain. The guy said, yes, I will do it. So on that same note, you received 200 and something, 2 million barrels of oil. Oil that dependently is being released to the Yankee Nicola answer you. This money is amounting to more than 300 million, not naira, dollars.
300 million.
So now, yes, sir. Yes, this is confirmed and analyzed and real. And this one, not only Yankee, India, they inside the list. Yeah, China, they inside. Where they collect the
they can't tell us who are the collectors. The only ship that they finally show us.
They tell us the collectors. So,
have they mentioned them now? Yeah.
Exactly.
The people collecting
they told us
from Nigeria. Right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yes, you have to follow it. Make a research on this and make a program on it. Mm-hmm. You will be surprised. And all the numbers are there.
Names. I've been wanting to know the names, and I haven't really come across them yet, but I knew they were going to mention them. That's why I said something earlier when I said something about the ship they burned. You remember that vessel they burned? I said that could have given them.
I know the vessel from Ghana.
So where they've taken the crude oil, but now that you've mentioned it, I'm going to go look it up and I'm going to give our people updates on that.
Please go to look inside this. I'm telling you the truth, bro. No be say myself go, I feel beat my chest, talk say this.
But don't worry, you don't give me hints. Now when I come back with details,
I don't give you hints.
Then you
and
go
then
say,
you will make a research on it and you
I will come back with
details. And the funniest thing about this is like this guy was a former House of Assembly member. He came on Arise TV. He brought the papers on TV. After bringing all these papers and the amount and money and everything, he said, see, my guy, Atilano, and we are fucked up.
And
now they are telling us to show.
Clemo, you know the most scary part? All of the crude oil they've stolen from Nigeria and the money they made from them, all this money have contributed to the to the influx of different arms and ammunition into Nigeria, sponsoring different crimes here and there. And all of this, small arms and ammunition here and there, they are not spelling any good hope or future for Nigeria. Just doom, a Somalia in the waiting. It's just a matter of time.
Absolutely.
These guys have access to real money. We're talking about real money. Crude oil money. And nobody knows who is holding what and how much they've stolen. And you get to know that Nigeria has a future. Well, I will wait to see it.
It's no, don't go to the future thing, futuristic or thinking about Nigeria as a future. Forget about it. If you don't get it, forget about it. The fact is like, see, on this current state where we are, Nigeria cannot hold. And the people who are holding it together, right? Nigeria cannot hold, but there are some Western world holding it together for their own benefit, which cannot sustain.
It can be sustained.
Naive to say we ourselves, we have to surgery, and we have been sleeping for years because we don't have details to the fact. If people, the normal Nigerians, have facts,
then go don't yari docile or so relaxed, but
exactly. And being like yeah, wait till be this guy name from Oshodi. They talk say he won't meet somebody. People will be like, what the fuck, stupid you, idiot, get out. You know, but people are still kind of like being idiotic, ignorant, and
at the same time, believing
in
by choice. Clemo, some of these people will choose that
by
choice.
Yes, you are right.
Greed,
by choice.
Just me.
What is sorry, by choice.
There are many
by choice because
by choice.
Exactly, because on the more actual fact, like Nigeria already has broken, but people are still ignorant about it. Like we have to unite, but it's impossible. And that's why, our petition is there.
Yes,
we have it in front of United Nations. They have it. Imagine the injustice done about Kanu. This is, the lawyer came out point blank. Like, this fact is there. You can't bring someone unjustified from Kenya and then bring him to the court of law. Now he did the level of appeal.
They're mad.
Exactly. And afterwards, he will go to Supreme Court because Nigeria no agree. They don't say they won't bring him go Supreme Court. Afterwards, we all know what will happen. You know? So,
thank
bro,
you so much, Baba. It's good to have you back, and I hope we'll be lucky enough to have you from the beginning of the program, and you can do this again. So thank you, Baba. I appreciate your time. I'm going to see you some other time, okay? Stay safe. That is our own one and only Clement. So he's probably in America, or he's in Canada somewhere. It's not in Germany, or is it? I don't know. You can't tell. But there's something you can tell. His voice. He hasn't managed to disguise that yet, and I hope he won't ever do that. My time is up, and I appreciate your time with me this evening. I've done my part as usual, and then you should do your part too. Don't take everything I told you, hook, line, and sinker. Okay, do some researches as well. Okay, do some crossword, cross-check. All that stuff. You'll be so amazed at what you will find. I have only shared what I can remember. Some of them I never shared because I didn't remember them. But the few I shared, they are enough for you to understand better what Nigeria has for you. Look at these guys. They are your options, Abi. The other one is Obi Abi. All for one Nigeria. Look around you. You're getting the same of the same. The only thing you have that can be different is when you begin to tell them, no, we don't want to be part of this anymore. And you mean it. They want look the likes of Obasanjo. They believe that they need to use Obi as like the missing link from all of their past mistakes of when they had a chance of actually building a country where everyone will have their own identity in a way that they will respect, that mutual respect. Something you find in a country that has a multicultural, multi-traditional, multi-ethnic nationalities like that. So the likes of Obasanjo didn't. Now, the Igbos, the Biafrans, they are like the quarter to leave Nigeria. So the likes of Obasanjo and co, before they die, maybe they feel like they should just use Obi to heal the wound that they actually caused. The genocide of the Biafrans. You force them to stay in Nigeria. To stay to be what? To become third-class citizens in a country that's supposed to be dear, Sabi. Now they want to go. So Obasanjo and his owners of Nigeria crew, who brought in APC, Egbekegbe in the first place. Now they want to they are looking for redemption. That's what somebody told me. Maybe Obasanjo is looking for redemption. And if an Igbo man can be president of Nigeria before Obasanjo died, they will die fulfilled people because, according to them, they've done their best to unite the country so they can go and die. But if Obi doesn't win, or if Boko Haram gang muzzle all of you out, I hope you have plan B. My own plan B is to report your revolution. Don't fail me. And I'll see you some other time. Thank you very much anyway. So before you go, you can still like this broadcast, okay? You can still subscribe on Mayegun's Diary Political, and then you can see me here some other time.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one.
Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one.
Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one.
Mayegun Diary, Diary Political.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan wọ́n ṣàti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.